And now that it's over, the big question is, what is next in this process? Here to answer that question and go a little deeper about the former FBI Director James Comey's testimony, political analyst Mark Sandalo joining us in studio to discuss.
Good morning, Mark. Thanks so much for coming in. And as Mike said, what does this all mean?
Wow.
What happens now moving forward? Did Comey's testimony really live up to all the hype surrounding it? I mean, there were watch parties nationwide. What's your take on all that?
It's one thing in Washington where we always get obsessed. You know, you wake up at 9 in the morning, go to a bar. In San Francisco, 3 time zones away, bars were open and people were watching. You know, we forget because we've had 150 days of incredible headlines with Trump. Put this in perspective. You have the former head of the FBI saying in open session that he did not trust the president, would not be lying. That's a remarkable thing. And as you mentioned earlier, he admits that he was the leaker because he wanted this information out there and a special prosecutor formed. You know, this is, when you think about the #1 guy at the FBI leaking, it's been since Watergate, when the #2 guy at the FBI, Mark Felt, leaked information to Woodward and Bernstein. He was deep throat. I don't think we've ever had somebody admit to such high-profile leaking.
And Deep Throat didn't admit it for decades later until he was about to pass away, and you see the former director just saying, look, I did it. So really the whole point of this, right, was to get a little bit more sense if there was any obstruction of justice. Can we make that leap here, or are we not close?
That's a legal standard, and that's tough to prove. I mean, no one's suggesting that Trump burned documents or, or threw away recordings. The charge that could come down on him is whether or not he corruptly tried to influence an investigation. That's the legal standard. It's really hard to get into Donald Trump's mind and know what he was thinking. But let me tell you what's not a legal standard. High crimes and misdemeanors. That's the impeachment standard. That's a political decision. That's something which the House of Representatives has to decide. There is no indication, certainly with Republicans in control, that they're even close to that. But don't be surprised if Democrats don't raise that for the 2018 midterms.
Well, you just mentioned it earlier, too. What about the fact that he actually also leaked this himself? We're talking about a guy who's 6'8", clearly not afraid. Why didn't he say to Trump when he said that to him, hey, I'm feeling uncomfortable right now.
I don't feel this is the right way to go.
This is not the right way to go. And just tell him right then and there, why these memos, why the leak, and could he now be charged with something?
You know, those of us who sit here on live TV know that when you are in the middle of something, it gets difficult. This is what Comey said yesterday. Sitting there live with the President of the United States, who just excused other people from the room to talk to him privately, he said he didn't know what to make with it. All he was thinking is, I got to record this in case I ever do have to talk about this purposely. And actually, you mentioned something which, if we remember nothing else about this interview, he's a very tall man. Do you know that Comey is the exact same height as LeBron James?
Yeah, I know, 6'8". Yeah. All right, so it's been a long drought, Mark. We want to get your reaction to this. President Trump is finally tweeting again. Here he goes this morning, just 6 minutes ago. Despite so many false statements and lies, total and complete vindication. And wow, Comey's a leaker. What do you think?
I don't know if vindication is the way that many people would put this. I mean, this is very damning testimony. But I will say, I was all set with my phone here to tell you that he had broken a record. At 6:14 this morning, it would have been the longest gap in Donald Trump's tweeting. And I was all set to tell you the lawyers got to him. They took his phone away. Clearly, that would have been wrong because with 2 minutes to spare, we now have Donald Trump.
Mark, you were great. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, and the perspective was excellent.
All right, let's go check out the weather right now with meteorologist Allison.